We're seeing it more and more across the nation. Police officers wearing body cameras during their shift. Here, Hawaii One Police Department thinks it would be beneficial for the public and them.
It's a crime that's still rolling along, even though police are stepping up efforts to derail it. We'll have more on the pop train crackdown.
And we have details on the condition of a Kentucky police dog that was shot in the line of duty.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Sam, Dick, and Amber PHILPOTT reporting. Smile. You might be on camera in Corbin. The Corbin Police Department is testing body cameras on every member of their force except for the chief and the assistant chief.
As WKYT's Jordan Valines reports, it's just in the pilot testing stage, but could become a permanent fixture on police uniforms. It's our top story at 4:30.
For the past month, 16 officers here at the Corbin Police Department have been testing out the use of wearing body cameras. They say the biggest benefit to wearing these cameras is transparency with the public. Clipped to their belt or their vest, this new technological tool is expected to benefit both the public and police officers in many ways. Now, each camera costs about $400, holds 16 gigabytes of memory, and has a battery that lasts a little longer than an officer's average shift. Each time they work a traffic stop or respond to a call, they simply press a button and the recording begins. And the recording doesn't end until the end of the interaction between the officer and the complainant.
The benefits is we have more transparency, you have more competency. Also, we've noticed with our interactions on people on the street, when they know that you are recording them, they are more polite, so it's working for both us and the citizens as of now.
The specifics of the policy and procedures for the body cameras is currently under review by the city commissioner. In Corbin, Jordan Valines, WKYT.
At the end of each shift, the officers upload the recorded video to their computer, which requires a sizable amount of storage. The police department is now trying to figure out where to store all of the recordings. Well, it has certainly been a beautiful day here in the Bluegrass with plenty of sunshine, but some cooler temperatures.
But there's always a but. But showers and storms will be moving back into the weekend, and some could be severe. Let's check in now with our chief meteorologist, Chris Bailey. Hey, Chris.
Hey, guys. Yeah, looking good in the neighborhood this afternoon, though by the time we hit the weekend, look out. Those showers and storms are really going to crank up throughout the entire area. A little look outside here of our live sky cam. That is live First Alert Defender showing up, and everything in full bloom out there. Clear skies, calm winds tonight will allow for temperatures to drop. Now, those winds are anything but calm right now. 21 miles per hour with the latest gusts. Look at the humidity. It is 23% as of right now. That's going to be one of the contributing factors to get those temperatures to really drop as soon as the sun sets this evening. And for that reason, it's a freeze warning that is out for all of central and eastern Kentucky as we go through tonight and early on your Friday morning. This morning had a few locations sneaking below the freezing mark. Tomorrow morning, most areas will go below freezing with some upper 20s that will be showing up. So with everything in full bloom, green thumbs, we put you on alert late last week for this week. You're going to have to really take care of the plants and the vegetation out there. Here's Live First Alert Defender. Nothing is showing up across central and eastern Kentucky as of now. Tomorrow at this time, though, we're going to be tracking some showers and thunderstorms in from west to east across the western part of Kentucky. And as we go into Saturday, guys, the severe storms threat is going to ramp back up. We'll take you through that with the hour-by-hour forecast when I come back in about 10 minutes from now.
We have an update now on the Kentucky police dog shot in the line of duty. Prosecutor Rob Sanders tweeted these pictures of Officer Ernie. Covington police say that Daly and Rice shot Officer Ernie twice yesterday morning during a chase. Rice was wanted for stabbing his mother. Rice was eventually caught a couple of hours after the shooting. He now faces several charges, including attempted murder of a police officer and assaulting a police service animal. Our investigation into Kentucky's pop train continues to open doors for law enforcement to stop welfare fraud in this state.
Investigative reporter Miranda Combs headed down to Hazard to talk to detectives there working daily to derail the pop train. Miranda joins us now from the newsroom with a preview of a report coming up tonight at 6. Miranda?
You may recall after our story first broke last year, we were inundated with photos from all over the state of grocery carts full of soda. And it turns out our story helped the state land a federal grant to combat food stamp fraud. That grant money, $1.1 million, is being used throughout the state, and some of it is in Hazard. So our investigative team went with the detectives in Hazard who are going undercover, catching people buying soda with food stamps and selling the soda for cash. Selling the soda for cash is where the crime happens. That's considered welfare fraud. So far, Hazard police have made close to a dozen arrests for fraudulent use of an EBT card or electronic benefit card.
You know, this comes out of our tax money. It's not right. It's not fair. When people take it, you know, they go inside here and purchase whatever they want and then resell it with the intent to defraud the government. That's not right.
Join me tonight at 6 as we go with detectives working daily to shut down Kentucky's pop train. In the newsroom, Miranda Combs, WKYT.
Miranda, thank you. Seems like the cost of everything is going up these days, but grocery prices here in Kentucky are actually down for the first time in almost 2 years.
Leading the way are drops in dairy prices. 2% whole milk had the biggest drop so far. Prices are 13% lower. And then it's ice cream and whole milk. As Rebecca Smith found out, one small business is hoping to cash in on that downward trend.
Nostalgia has a name for Khaled Ryan, who's also known to his customers as the Milkman. He owns a grocery delivery service that's hoping to cash in on lower prices at the grocery store.
So if groceries are really high and people are, you know, being or penny pinching about what they're getting, obviously they're not going to want to hire somebody to help them out during their busy times.
The Kentucky Farm Bureau Federation says the recent average total cost of 40 basic grocery items was down 2% to about $126. Dairy has dropped the greatest in price. Beef has seen an increase. Savvy shoppers have an ally in Khaled.
You have busy moms, busy dads, for instance. You got grandparents.
Who says he always looks for manager specials as a means to save. And
one of the biggest ways we can save on our overall grocery bill, according to the Milkman, is by buying store brand product whenever we can. Today, we're purchasing some Kroger brand eggs and milk.
There's a certain appeal to nostalgia. There's a certain appeal to the Milkman.
Still, this shopper's cautiously optimistic that lower grocery prices are signs the economy's rebounding.
I'm hoping that the water problems in California are solved to the point where produce prices don't go through the roof.
As for the Milkman's customers,
one less thing I have to do. For me, it is so worth it. It's beyond worth it.
In Lexington, Rebecca Smith, WKYT.
The Kentucky Farm Bureau Federation says shoppers in the U.S. spend about 10% of their disposable income on food every year. If you're curious, for a grocery bill totaling less than $100, the Milkman says a $22 surcharge would be added for pickup and delivery.
Colleges are taking steps to prevent tragedies on campus, but are they going far enough? I'm Chris Van Cleve at Rutgers University. That story is coming up.
It's all about the frost and freeze potential overnight, but heading into the weekend, I'm tracking the potential for strong and severe thunderstorms. The breakdown is just ahead.